All right, so let me reset this. People are like, oh, where in the heck were you? Yeah, I was busy. So let's see. Why is this not going on? Is it there? Let me reset right here. And then there I am. Oh, duh. Gotta do that. Ladies and gentlemen, live from the worldwide internet, Big Daddy Shin's proud to present Worldwide Wednesday! All right, so just in case you don't know who I am, Big Daddy Shin, hanging out. What's going on? So, yeah, it got really busy recently, and it's like, I do things now. So people were getting upset. They're like, dude, your Wednesday, Worldwide Wednesday, is supposed to be at 6 o'clock, and your in Karaoke Nights was 8 o'clock on Friday. I get it. But that's when we're like locked down and everything. So I'm doing my best on coming every day over here. And then yeah, I mean, last couple weeks I did the Worldwide Wednesday at 8. And yeah, today's another day that I went to High Desert, and I was in traffic for 3 hours. But, you figure, oh, gosh, got to get on vacation. I mean, I went for a pleasure trip today, hanging out with Kent. I sung about him, a couple weeks ago. And so, it's all about vacation, right? I figure, you know what? I don't have to do summer school, none of the 6 in the morning to 2 in the morning. But I mean, I do miss it. I'm not going to lie, because it was pretty exciting. I'm pretty good at my job. But I figure, you know what? I got to go do exciting stuff. So what do? I go to Disneyland. Yay. So, it's kind of crazy because, Disneyland, you think it's like more of your vacation. But seriously, it's like work. Hey, Madison, how you doing? Oh, you should probably be at Disneyland like around this time, right? I think you're coming down from Jersey to Anaheim. Yes. All right, Jeff, June 19th. You're going to have to remind me, right? That's Father's Day, I think. So, anyways, just to recap, I was supposed to go to Disneyland on May 30th because daughter number 2, Clarissa, right? She's like my play daughter kind of thing. It was her birthday, and I figured, okay, you know what? We're going to go to Disneyland. And then it turns out she's went to Utah. I'm like, okay, do you want to go to Disneyland or you going to Utah? No, I'm kidding. She went in Vegas, all that stuff, whatever. Anyways, I had the second day for Avenger Academy on June 4th. So it turns out that the second day, I had to do it within 13 days. And the only day available was June 3rd. I'm like, okay, not too bad. 2 days in a row. I remember a long time ago, hey, what's going on, Sang-hoon? I remember when I was younger, I mean like in my 40s. Okay, yeah, I'm 50, right? But there were times where we'd have season passes, and during summer, we would go to Disneyland for 7 days straight. And it was crazy. We just go there, and then we would have like all day and all night when it closed, open to close for like 7 days. I'm like, okay, A, I'm a loser. No, I'm kidding. No, but B, I really enjoyed Disneyland. So I figure, okay, you know what? I was there on the last day. Disneyland was open before pandemic. And then so now, everybody's going back, and I'm hearing all the stories like, oh, they're excited. It's at 35% capacity or 25% capacity. Okay, it'll be cool, right? But no, it wasn't. So now, let me preface this whole thing. I love Disneyland, and I'll still go, okay? But thing is, what I'm about to say is going to be disturbing to a lot of people, and they're going to try to cancel me on this one too, probably. They're like, oh, you're talking crap about Disney. No, it's not talking about crap about Disney. It was just that some of the experience that I saw was just not up to my liking. For instance, they don't have trams anymore. So I'm going, oh gosh, That used to be my favorite first ride of the day, right? You go there, you're waiting for a parking lot in the morning, and then as soon as you go to, yeah, as soon as you go in the morning and then you get into the parking garage, you walk down the stairs, you go through security, and you go to the tram, right? And then, hello and welcome to Disneyland. Oh, let me do it better. Hello and welcome to Disneyland. Remain seated, please. Permanezcanse sentados, por favor. Whatever. Okay, that was bad. But anyways, you go in there and then you're riding on the tram, then you get off, then you go to the ticket booth, you go take your selfie in the center, and then you go in the park and you're fresh, you're ready to go, right? And yes, Jeff, go Dodgers. So no, because what happens is you get off the car and you drive to the escalator, you go down there, and then you go to like this happy face double line thing, and then it's a triple. 1, 2, 3, and then you go underneath a Pixar parking lot thing, and then there's security. Then you go through security, and all of a sudden you get on the road that the tram was used to be there, right? But no, it's like the real version of Cars Land. We turn into the human trams, right? So we start. Oh my gosh, Adrian, how's it going, man? So I'm just telling about my Disney experience. So I'm going there. It's like, 8 o'clock. I don't know, whatever it was, right? And then I'm sweating like crazy because it's like 80 degrees, and then you're carrying a backpack full of, water and snacks, whatever, and you're just walking. And it was like Lion King, right? But you start walking, and then everybody's miserable. And I'm looking at all the benches. It's like, oh my gosh, why do they have benches over here, right? So I go over there, and then by the time I get to the middle for the selfie center picture, I'm sweating like crazy. My hat is drenched with sweat, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be miserable. Okay. Now, not only that, okay, we didn't even get in the park yet. Okay. But at 7 o'clock in the morning, this is what you have to do. You have to link all your tickets in the morning because you have to try and get in this thing called a virtual queue. Okay? So in Disneyland, you have Rise of the Resistance. Okay? This is like the premier ride. I mean, I love me some Small World. Okay? Yes. I'm going to teach again. I'm teaching at the Virtual Academy. Everybody knows that, man. So I'm still in the same district, but I teach the Virtual Academy. So come on down. So what happens is Rise of the Resistance. I love me some Small World. It's my favorite ride ever in the history of ever. Okay. But Rise of the Resistance is an amazing ride. Okay. But the only way you could do that is if you get in this virtual queue at 7 in the morning. Okay. So what happens is there's an app and it says join boarding group. Okay. Before, when the park opened, then you have to do it really, really fast. Okay. And then in 2 minutes, like opens at 8 o'clock. By 8:02, if you're not in that queue, you're not going on that ride. I mean, it fills up for the whole day, even like midnight. You're like, oh my gosh, right? Now they do it at 7 o'clock and you could do it from your home. Okay. Now, when I did it at 7, okay, I'm thinking like, okay, see how my skills are, whatever. And I did it, no joke, 10 seconds, 10 freaking seconds, gone. I go, oh, that was miserable. So I'm thinking, I don't think we're getting on this ride, right? And then you could do another one at 12 o'clock, but, I wasn't going to tell Clarissa. I figure, okay, you know what? It's like, let's just go enjoy ourselves. And, yeah, not too many people were there. People were going on those regular rides, and Avenger Academy or Avenger Campus was opening on Friday, and then so now, if you want to go on the Spider-Man Web Slinger ride, you have to get it also on there, and you can't get both of them, right? All right, yes, you should make a channel. You could sing and you could do MMA, right? That'd be awesome, right? So those people in YouTube right now. There's a guy named Dominic, but his name isn't Dominic, but he was in my singing class back in the day. And then he was messing around too much, so I just had to bounce. No, I'm kidding. No, yeah, they offered me the position at the virtual school, so then I took it. And then so I wish I could have took all you guys with me. That'd been awesome. But anyways, yeah. So this web slinger ride, right? It's another thing. So basically, in the morning, you have to get on these things. Otherwise, there's no waiting in line for it, right? You're going around there, and then actually, okay, the California Adventure one. If you do not get on that web slinger ride, you can't even go in the Avenger Campus thing, right? You're just looking on the outside of it. Like it used to be Bugs Land, right? You're just looking on the outside. You look like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory when he doesn't have a quarter to go buy a candy bar. You're just looking in. Oh, wow. Look at Spider-Man, And then so that's that. But thankfully, Clarissa was really good at doing the thing. So the 12 o'clock one, okay, Thursday we got Rise of the Resistance. 12 o'clock on Friday, we got the Spider-Man one. But thing is, it's not like you get it at 12 o'clock and you go at 12 o'clock. It said 360 minutes. I go, okay, about 3 hours. They go, wait a minute. 360, that's 6 hours. So, Spider-Man was 390. I went, oh my gosh. So, you had to hang around. But the good thing about that was everybody was in Adventure Academy already. And then so all the other rides, you're still waiting about like 30, 45 minutes. And, that's not bad. That's not bad, okay? But all your lines are outside of Disneyland now, okay? So it's outside of the things. So it's Space Mountain. The line is like really long outside. And then once your turn to go in, you're just like flying through the inside of the thing. Same thing with Star Tours. Everything's outside. You go inside, whatever, right? So I can't imagine what it's going to be like on June 15th when they go 100% capacity. 100. I thought it was pretty packed when it was 35, right? 100% and no trams because, it's the whole thing on the, COVID thing, whatever. But I don't think they're going to do trams for this reason, okay? Since April 30th, everybody was parking their cars and then doing the Disney walk, right? And then on the way back, Disney walk. So in the meantime, Disney's saving so much money on gas and car maintenance and not having to pay a driver and all that other kind of stuff. It's like, why would they bring back trams if everybody is like, okay, So that's that. So when we did the stuff and then, oh yeah, it's kind of hot. So all the seats that have shade, you have to get lucky if you're in there. You're waiting around. I mean, I remember we're by the soaring around the world, right? And I just wanted to sit there and just drink like a glass of water or something. But there was like a line to wait for a table. I'm going, gosh, this totally sucks. And then people, it's like, yeah, it was like winning the you get like one of the tables. It was like getting that vaccination lottery from Gavin Newsom, right? You're like, oh my gosh, I won. But no, I didn't win. And there's no way I'm going to win. But so I had strategy. I figured, you know what? I can't sit around the places that have food because I don't want to fight for it. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to get the seats right by the bathroom. And apparently there's a lot of bathroom seats that say designated eating area. So if it's a designated eating area, you could take off your mask. So every opportunity I had, I would sit down on the bench, rip my stuff off, and like, okay, hang out, eat some snacks in my backpack, whatever. Okay. But, so after you do the whole Disney experience, and yes, Rise of the Resistance is really good. The Spider-Man ride, I would not wait 6 hours for that ride. I mean, it was fun. But what happens is you're not like this. You have to go like this and then go like this. So when you go like this, then the web shoots out of your hand. So you have to go like this the whole time. Right? And then so the faster you go, the more spider webs you shoot out. Right? And this is the thing that sucks about this ride. You could go to the store and they'll give you could buy for $35 this hand thing that goes on your wrist, and instead of shooting one, it's going to shoot 3 webs out. So you can get those robot things, right? And then if you want to be really, really much a baller, you can get the attachment to that, which is another $30. So $65, and you get the Iron Man thing. Whee, whee, right? And then so you don't just get a one hand, 2 hands. So $130 to wait 6 hours on this ride, so you can just go like this. But wait, there's more. So what happens is, the reason about this ride is Spider-Man, Peter Parker, right? Tom Holland, I think it's that one. I didn't even watch that one. But he made these little spider robots that replicate themselves. So, it's just whatever, right? And they're replicating each other, so you got to keep shooting it. And then, I was just filming Clarissa do it because I wanted to get the good video. What is it? Yeah. So when what was I gonna say? I was talking about the Spider-Man getting the thing. Oh, no, I don't know how the $130 to do the both things, and then you capture the stuff. Oh yeah, what happened to these spider bots? Okay, so what happens is people like heroes and people like villains. So now you could buy one of these spider bots, and you could fight against another spider bot, right? Remote control like this. So it's like if you're older than like 40, you know what Rock'em Sock'em robots are, right? Greatest game ever. One of the greatest game ever, right? But you take the thing, you're right, left, right. It's just like tut, 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 tut. You get the lucky thing and you hit him in the jaw, it goes zzz, right? Greatest game ever. Go buy one. It's really good old school game. But this one, you're supposed to have a laser beam. The guy telling it, I go, hey, what does this thing do? Oh, there's laser beams. You can fight the other person, disable it. Right? Okay, let's see it. Oh, there's no batteries. I'm like, great, rip off, right? Anyways, we're walking out more, and then I'm watching these 2 kids play it, and no joke, it was like this. They're ramming into each other, not doing anything except some things moving like this. I go, okay, that's a waste of $160. Right? Plus tax. So you figure it's about $180, right? And they want you to be cool, so you could buy the attachment that goes to your backpack, so it shows that you have one on your back. I have no idea what that is. But thing is, I was so pissed. But thing is, I'm like, this is genius. Because Disney's just making a crazy amount of money. And so that means they'll come up with good movies and stuff like that. I get it. But when it opens up again, like 100%, yeah, they're gonna have season passes again. Yeah, the crowds are gonna get really ridiculous, and these lines are gonna get even crazier. So, if you know what Bugs Land is like, when it was our time to go inside of that campus, Avengers campus, they put us in a line to wait in line to walk inside the Avengers campus. And then so when we went in there, there's this big open area. We're like, okay, where's the line form? Oh, look down on the floor. It's like, so I look down on the floor, and there's a bunch of lines. Literally, okay, so there's a line here. Like I'm talking about where you toe up your 2 feet, stand right here, 6 distance, whatever. And then there's a line here, 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 here. It was like confetti, right? It's like, where do I sit? And then the person look at the thing on the floor. It's like, yeah, it's confetti. Which one? I just pick whatever. And then so it was like first grade. They're trying to put us everything. And then there's no rhyme or reason on where you're going. And then you just have to just assume you follow the person in front of you. No ropes, no nothing. And then finally, when you're moving, and then you get too close to somebody, hey, you got to keep your distance. And you look behind you and everybody's like traffic jam behind you. And then you're like, oh God, right? That was like the worst part. No, that's not the worst part. Okay, worst part was, oh my gosh. Okay, they're gonna open up like in 15th and probably no masks on us, right? There was this dude, this security guy. He totally yelled at this lady because her nose was showing, right? Hey, you do the thing, blah 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 blah, and your stuff, right? And then we're like, oh my gosh, is he really yelling things? Cairo Shimmy Quake just finished. It finished this last weekend. So yeah, Shadi and Emily in Diamond Pyramid, they did a great job. I mean, it was like a couple month long event, but I'll talk about that another time. So what do you call it? Yeah, the guy. I mean, it's like literally. I mean, the girl was like slowly putting her thing, and the guy just was on her. I think instead of pointing two fingers, he was pointing one finger. I'm like, dude's gonna get fired. He's going to Disney jail. But the thing is, it's like, so a lot of those things that were going on, it just wasn't the same, right? But was it cool going? Because I'm one of the people that realize I'm just thankful to be there. All these people that are complaining, they go, oh, it sucks, and this. It's like, look, just a few short months ago, it was shut down for a year. Those people that needed their Disney fix, they weren't getting it. And then now, here you are at the park. And when it was shut down, I knew people that said, oh, if I only could go in there just once, just get on one ride, I think it'd be totally worth it. Okay, right. And now they go in, oh, I can't, I'm only getting on one ride. So, people just don't get pleased. And see, my thing is, okay, I have double sciatic in my lower back. I might have like borderline arthritis in my lower back, lumbar and stuff, right? The L5 or whatever. And so when I'm walking around, it feels like somebody kicked my legs out, but I'm still walking. It feels like a donkey literally kicked my lower back. And then when I'm going up hills and stuff like this and I'm sweaty, I'm like not the happiest dude in the world. So after a whole day of Disney, first day on Thursday, we walked for 10 miles. Okay. Sweat, sticky, all that kind of stuff, right? Now, when you leave the park, you hear that goodbye music and you're like excited, going like, oh, okay, yeah, finally, get to relax. My dogs are barking. I mean, my feet hurt, right? My back hurt. My hamstrings hurt. If I had hair, my hair would hurt. But everything, you're just like, oh man, I just can't wait to get back to the car. No. Because as soon as you see that World of Disney and that Bria Bakery, right? You're going, oh my God, there's no line. The reason why there's no line is because there's no tram. And you have to Lion King it all the way back to the parking lot. Now that whole thing about the joy about walking from your car to the park, that's all done. Because now you're just like, oh my gosh, this sucks. And while you're walking, dragging your feet over there, I saw that bench that I was making fun of in the morning. Let's sit down. I mean, what can you do? What can you do? Seriously, I'm like, it's like, yeah, that's what I had to do, and it was pretty nuts, right? So, anyways, the whole Disney thing, I did it 2 days in a row, and then the third day, when I slept so well the next day, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. But I remember I had to do something else this weekend. Oh yeah, I went to a birthday party, and then so a lot of these things, even though